Hello everyone, we're up to. Today, we collaborate with Society for Human Resource Management to conduct a presentation about human resource management in Vietnam. And here's the outline of our presentation, including 6 parts. I'm Hoàng, as the first speaker. I will start with the importance of human resource management and its process. Human resource management are crucial for 3 reasons. First, as various studies have concluded, it can be a significant source of competitive advantage. And second, human resource management is an important part of organizational strategies. And finally, the way organizations treat their people has been found to significantly impact organizational performance. Work practices that lead to both high individual and high organizational performance are known as high performance work practices. Let's move on to human resource management process. The first 3 activities ensure that competent employees are identified and selected. The next 2 involve providing employees with up-to-date skills and knowledge. And the final 3 ensure that the organization retains competent and high-performing employees. Next, I will continue with external factors that affect human resource management process. First, the economy. Economic reform has had a profound impact on the transformation of Vietnamese society, including the area of human resource management. The diversity of the system of ownership and increasing competition is forcing individual companies to adopt new ways of managing their human resources. Contract employment and performance-based compensation systems have gradually replaced the lifetime employment and egalitarian wage systems in order to achieve flexibility and competitiveness. Secondly, labor unions. A labor union is an organization that represents workers and seeks to protect their interests through collective bargaining. In 2020, employees across the country have been seriously affected by the pandemic. And faced with this situation, the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor has instructed unions at different levels to implement certain action and recommend measures in the spirit of government statement that fighting this disease is like fighting against enemies. They have also encouraged employers and union members to support the nationwide call against COVID-19. And next, I will continue with the remaining factors.
So first of all, I will talk about laws and rulings. So organizational programs that enhance the status of members of protected groups, and moreover, human resources management has many laws to prevent discrimination at work and make people with disability employed. Besides that, there are efforts to enhance the status of workplace for employees. For example, the Hưng Tuyết gas stove production facility in District 6 in Ho Chi Minh City is ready to recruit people with disabilities, but they can work by wheelchair and have good hands and eyes. Next, I will talk about human resource planning. So it is the process by which management ensure that they have a right number and kinds of combined people in the right place at the right times. Moreover, through this planning, organizations involve student people, consultants, and splicers. And moreover, human resources planning have 2 main steps. Firstly is assessing current human resources and meeting the future human resources needs. And next is ensuring that the organization has a right numbers and kinds of people in the right place and at the right times. So for examples, in my country, Vietnam, students since they were still in their high school, they have been taken in many. They have been taken in many career guidance sessions with many experts who can help them to determine the right career for themselves in the future. Not only that, if they want to have a good job with a high salary, they also need to learn the professional know that are lacking in human resources in the near future.
I'm Khánh and I will start with recruitment and recruitment. Recruitment is locating, identifying and attracting capable applicants. Recruitment is reducing an organization's workforce. Mobile devices become more and more popular all over the world. They are the last thing you see before sleep and the first thing you grab in the morning. You use mobile device to connect with friends, family and customers. You use mobile device to learn, to work and for entertainment. Many job seekers use mobile device to look for open positions and apply for jobs. Using mobile device is becoming the most common way to find a job. However, many companies do not develop mobile-friendly platforms. When looking for talents, employers want people with both hard skill and soft skill. Hard skills such as coding, teaching, designing make you match a specific job descriptions. People are not born with hard skill but can learn them. Soft skills such as leadership skill, communication skill are essential for every position. People can also learn soft skill in life. Employers tend to agree that soft skills are available, and most of them accept candidates' soft skills during interviews. However, you can see that many employers still post job openings requiring hard skills because they may not know how to develop a candidate's soft skills. Employers choose candidates with experience and technical background because of the job requirements and the client's demands, but they still want candidates with a full set of competencies, including teamwork skill, critical thinking skill, interpersonal skill, and problem-solving skill. Because the decrease of unemployment rates, companies tend to skip experience, acknowledge requirements, and focus on soft skills to attract more candidates. If employee vacancies exist, managers should use the information gathered through jobs analysis to guide them in recruitment. That's in locating, identifying, and attracting capable applicants to determine who is best qualified for the job. Managers need to select carefully since hiring error can have significant implications. A decision is correct when the applicant was predicted to be successful and proved to be successful on the job, or when the applicant was predicted to be unsuccessful or was not hired. To increase employee job satisfaction and reduce turnover, managers should consider a realistic job review, one that includes both positive and negative information about the jobs and the company. Next, Han will continue with providing employees with needed skill and knowledge.
Any company in the marketplace has to recruit competent individuals who can completely perform on their tasks. However, good performance requires more than just possessing certain skills. In order to gain it, new employees need to be trained and provided knowledge related to the job. For this acclimation and skill improvement test, human resource management used three different methods. The first one, orientation, is known as a process that introduces new employee to a new job to the new organization. It is very important because it allows new staff to become familiar with the goal of the work units, classify how their job contribute to that, and help them to adapt faster to the job. As you know, an introduction of new employee to the new co-worker is an essential activity at the first day of every company. By this, employees are informed about the company background information like the goals, history, the rule to perform their task more effectively. Training is an essential human resource activity. By implemented in business, such maintenance and human errors could be prevented and or significantly reduced. For example, imagine that you want to get a part-time job at KFC in Vietnam. First, you have to take part in a 1-week training course. In this course, you will be taught about how to greet customer, how to handle servicing problem and try out tasks to get used to them faster before officially working in this restaurant. Many organizations now have turned their preference to technology-based training method. The reason for this could simply come from some additional costs like rent for a parking lot or the ability to transfer information, or especially due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation. An example for this would be one school in Vietnam first decided to hold tests online. The school has previous meetings to teach students how to use Zoom software, how to put the extra camera in the right ways, and so forth.
And continue with with the persons who represents about the retaining competent high performance employees. employee performance management. Um, First of all, is performance management system. It is the established performance standard used to evaluate employee performance. And the second is performance appraisal methods. Performance appraisal is the periodic assessment of an employee job performance as measured by the competency expectations set out by the organizations. Next is compensations and benefits. I will divide it into different areas: skill-based, based, and variable-based. Skill-based base is a base system that rewards employees for the job skill they can demonstrate. And variable-based is the base system in which an individual compensation is contingent on performance. Example of skill-based base. For example, a team leader with decades of management experience may be paid more than a less experienced candidate seeking for the same post under the skill-based base model. Example of variable base. I could find four different types of variable base. The first one is performance bonus. Employee can receive a bonus twice a year based on job performance. The second is sales commissions. Salesperson get commission paid for each product they sell. For example, commission on new car sales vary from one dealership to another, but the usual range is from 20 to 30% of the profit. And the third one is referral bonus. Employees receive a percentage or dollar amount for referring employees or customer. For example, you may give 20% of the bonus for referral that receive four interviews, another 30% for referral that get an in-person interviews, and then the remaining 50% once the referral is hired and work for 90 days. And the last one is profit sharing. And continue with me will be Minh Hoàng. He will discuss about the contemporary issues and managing human resource.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Minh Hoan and I will continue the last part of our presentations by looking at some contemporary HR issues facing today's managers. These concerns include managing downsizing, sexual harassment, and controlling HR costs. First, managing downsizing. When dealing with an economic slump, falling market share, too aggressive growth, or badly managed operations, one option for increasing earnings is to eliminate some of those extra workers. In Vietnam, due to the spread of the COVID-19, nearly all the businesses are affected by the pandemic, and 24% of them decided to cut workers. Over 1 million employees lose their jobs. Next is managing sexual harassment. This is a served problem in many jobs, circumstances, and nations. Even if strict regulations are in place, employees may be hesitant to complain due to embarrassment, fear, or lack of confidence that their concerns would be thoroughly examined and appropriate action done. Lastly, controlling HR costs. HR expenditures are increasing, particularly for employee healthcare and pensions. Every company is attempting to keep in inspiring employee healthcare expenditures. The reason for the decreased productivity is most likely due to diminished mobility as a result of body size or discomfort issues such as arthritis. However, in Vietnam, many companies have regular sports festivals for their employees to encourage them to exercise and limit the increase in medical costs. Next, employee pensions plans are another area where firms are attempting to cut expenses. Pensions applications have become such a huge burden that businesses can no longer pay them. On the other hand, businesses strive to recruit talented, skilled workers by providing attractive perks such as pensions. On the other side, organizations must strike a balance between delivering benefits and the expenses of doing so. So that is the end of our presentations. Thank you for your listening.